Hello and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Justyna, and if you're a returning viewer or listener, welcome back and thank you for joining me today. So here we are approaching another full moon. The November full moon falls at 24 degrees of Taurus on the 15th of November. Now, this is a very significant date in November because also on the same day, Saturn will station direct in Pisces at 12 degrees. All right, so here a full moon occurs when the moon and the sun are in opposition, the opposing signs. The moon is fully visible in the sky, it's fully illuminated, and this also suggests that our emotions and feelings are heightened. Now, if your birthday falls on the 15th, happy birthday. This will be a really significant year, the 12 months following the full moon. This is when you'll be closing some major chapters or a chapter in your life, ending a major phase. And as you prepare for something brand new to come up, emerge in your life. If you have any placements at around 24 degrees of Taurus, but also Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, overall the fixed signs, then you will be under a greater influence of this full moon. This usually suggests that there will be further developments, breakthroughs taking place in your life, with your natal placements being highlighted, triggered, impacted. Now, the 24th degree of Taurus, this is the third decan of Taurus, which is ruled by Saturn, the planet of structure, order, discipline. So as you can see, Saturn is definitely here, very significant at the time of this full moon. I'll tell you in a little bit about this in a moment. But overall, here, those born between the 11th and the 20th of May will definitely feel the energies of this full moon really, really deeply. Now, think about what you started, what you initiated around May 2023. This is when this cycle began. That's the new moon in Taurus 2023, May 2023, if we look at it from the gestation lunar cycle. So think carefully what you started, what you initiated around that time. Because during the full moon in Taurus on November the 15th, you will be dealing with similar energies, maybe similar people as well. And this usually indicates a culmination to a major project, whatever that you started around that May 2023, or perhaps something is coming to a culmination, to an end. Here, overall, full moon is a point of release. It's a great time for endings, for getting rid of things we don't need, for releasing negative energies, influences as well. All right, so here we've got Taurus is at an earth sign, a fixed sign. So a lunation and a fixed sign. Well, on the one hand, we might be more resistant to change. We might be more stubborn as well. But at the same time, whatever that we do, whatever that we get through, this is about long-lasting outcomes and results. Here, sometimes it's difficult to attend to a certain matter situation with that fixed energy being in play. But once we do, whatever we commit to, we are likely to get through to the end. There is that sense of determination, and with Saturn being prominent, a greater sense of discipline, responsibility, self-control. Now, here we've got Uranus being very, very prominent at this time. Uranus is conjunct this full moon. Whenever Uranus is in play, this usually indicates sudden developments, unexpected situations, news, but also this could also mean that there will be some disruptions, weather disruptions, and possible earthquakes as well, changes connected to the earth. Now, with Uranus in play, very often we see earthquakes. So it will be earthquakes or volcanic eruptions. So it will be quite interesting to see what happens. Of course, we don't want any disruptions. We don't want people dying, people losing their homes. But generally here with Uranus being in play, very often Uranus brings changes to the earth, unfortunately. All right, so I'm going to share my screen with you now so you can see the chart for this full moon. I'll tell you a little bit more about the energies of this full moon. All right, so here we've got the chart for this full moon on the 15th of November at 24 degrees of Taurus. As you can see, Uranus is tightly conjunct with this full moon, adding an element of unpredictability, something taking us by surprise. And overall, this conjunction creates a tension between holding on to tradition, which is very much connected to Taurus energy, and at the same time, this is about embracing radical change here, Uranus. It's all about erratic, unconventional, unexpected. And this generally invites us to let go of any attachments to the familiar, especially if they limit our growth, if they hold us back from moving forward. So overall, the influence of Uranus can shake things up, can disrupt the usual patterns, and can also help to free us up from what's outgrown and no longer serves a higher purpose. Now, at the same time, Venus, the ruler of this full moon, Venus rules Taurus, forms a tense square connection, if you will, with the nodes. And this can generally push us to review, reevaluate, reassess our personal values, our priorities, and also the direction we are taking here. The nodes, the north node is about the future, the south node is about the past. And generally, with Venus being involved in this challenging square, this could also mean or make us feel like we are being pulled between the past and the future. So it's like holding on to comfort, the comfort zones, something that we are comfortable with, familiar with. And at the same time, it's about stepping into more aligned energies. So here, Venus can show us where we might be holding on to something that is superficial, something that maybe doesn't serve us fully at this point in our life. And at the same time, Venus can also show us where we must let go of any attachments of the past so that we can move forward. Now, at the same time, Saturn will station direct in Pisces at 12 degrees, also on the 15th of November. And this can generally push us to take responsibility for the areas in our lives where we may have felt overwhelmed, confused, or perhaps where we may have lacked structure or boundaries. And as Saturn stations direct, it also prompts us to bring more structure, to become more responsible, to perhaps create boundaries in the areas of life that lacked boundaries, that lacked structure. Now, if we look at it from the mundane perspective, the influence of the full moon in Taurus with the Uranian influence and Saturn stationing direct with Venus squaring the nodes. So this can overall bring some unexpected, sudden, quick developments in financial markets or perhaps industries related to agriculture, natural resources, or perhaps environmental sustainability as well. Uranus is all about sudden changes, and through Taurus energy, the earthy energies of Taurus, it could also highlight changes, highlight any challenges when it comes to the food industry or food security or the use of land or perhaps economic stability as well. All right, so thank you very much. All right, so let's now explore what this full moon will bring and mean for you on a deeper level. This horoscope is most accurate for your rising sign. However, you can also watch it for your moon sign or your sun sign if you wish, just to get a bigger picture. And I follow Western astrology and tropical zodiac. So thank you very much, and let's begin. Hello, Aries, and welcome to your horoscope for the upcoming full moon in Taurus. So, here this full moon occurs in your second house. The second house deals with money, finances, resources, but this is the area of life that is connected to earning money through your own efforts, not through the help of other people, because that would be the eighth house. So, it's all about financial stability, security through your own efforts, through your own skills and talents. This area also highlights anything to do with self-worth and self-esteem. So what does it mean for you? We've got Uranus connecting with this full moon very tightly, and this will highly depend on your circumstances, of course, but this could be related to some unexpected changes to your financial area of life. Maybe this is about new opportunities coming your way. Maybe this is about an unexpected work opportunity, a new business idea, a purchase. Now, think about that new moon in 2023. What financial changes, new beginnings you went through? Because this can give you a further hint or more guidance in terms of what you might possibly expect to take place around this time. But at the same time, here with the Saturn stationing direct in Pisces on the same day in your 12th house, this is connected to letting go of some fears, limitations that are holding you back from reaching your financial success. Anything that blocks your ability to um, be financially independent, free, and at the same time, anything that stands in the way or blocks the ability to grow, to succeed in your life. So think about these limitations or negative self-talk beliefs. It's all about here with Saturn station direct, about releasing, letting go in order to attract success, in order to feel free in many ways. So lots to think about, but here definitely an opportunity to move forward and to implement new and innovative ideas that could help you to grow financially. This is the important full moon of 2024 that is connected to any financial opportunities, financial potentials, but at the same time, it's about regaining self-worth, self-esteem, and self-confidence in yourself, in your abilities to succeed as well. All right, so now let's have a look at Taurus. Taurus, welcome. This full moon is activating your first house, a very important full moon of 2024, which is connected to you, to your goals, your ambitions, to what you want to achieve in your life. There is a shake-up, a breakthrough, even because there is a Uranus influence activating this area of your life. And this is generally about having a greater clarity of what is it that you want. This is about standing your ground. This is about implementing sudden changes if there is a need to free yourself from any limitations, anything that stands your way. So if there is someone or something standing in your way and blocking that ability to move forward with your goals, then here Uranus is here to help you to break away from this cycle, negative energies, influences, whatever it is. This is about generally that rebel awakening inside of you, and here you breaking away from it doesn't serve any purpose and blocks your ability to move forward. Now, at the same time, Saturn is stationing direct in your area of friendships. And this generally here, this is a time to reinvent yourself, but at the same time, this is about connecting with like-minded people, having a greater clarity in regards to who do you want in your life and who doesn't serve a greater purpose or who has a negative impact influence upon your life. And this generally full moon also highlights the need to align with like-minded people, with groups of people to that support your growth, your development as well. All right, so let's have a look at the next sign, and that's Gemini. Gemini, welcome. We've got a full moon activating your 12th house. So it's all about the private area of your life, the subconscious, the spiritual side of your life as well. So generally, this full moon brings these unexpected, sudden breakthroughs. This would be a great time for breaking away from any negative cycles connected to some negative habits, negative routines, addictions. This is about having sudden ideas, thinking out of the box, and this is about reinventing yourself on a deeper level, your inner self in many ways. This is about also having this strong and sudden realization connected to your mental health, mental well-being, but at the same time, Saturn was stationed direct in your area of career, professional life, outside world, public image. So this is about also making some mature, responsible decisions regarding the direction you want to take in your life. This is a time when you feel motivated to release what no longer serves you. This is about stepping into the next chapter of your life with more clarity, with more purpose. So, here with the full moon, this is about facing some unresolved emotional issues. It's about releasing what no longer serves you, but at the same time, regaining the clarity that you may have lacked regarding your direction, the direction you want to take in your life. Thank you very much. Now, Cancers, welcome. This full moon activates your 11th house, or your friendships, groups you belong to, social groups here are very much highlighted. Think about that new moon in Taurus that occurred in 2023 in May. What did you start in this area of your life in terms of your long-term goals, long-term plans, friendships, groups you belong to? Here, the full moon in Taurus is a point of release, a point when you have these strong realizations, a greater awareness as well. This is about reassessing your connections, friendships in your life. This is about generally having these strong realizations in terms of whether the people in your life align with your values, align with your beliefs as well. It's about having these strong realizations regarding the people in your life. At the same time, this could be related to potential changes in your social circle. This could be about someone new entering your life in an unexpected, sudden way. And equally, this could be about a friendship departing from your life if you realize that this person doesn't have a positive influence upon your life, upon your well-being. Uranus could bring potential disruption and sudden changes in your social circle, especially if you realize that you need more space, more freedom around your social interactions. But at the same time, Saturn will station direct in your ninth house. And this suggests that you might be redefining your life philosophy, your life principles. This could be about having a greater sense of direction. But at the same time, Saturn is connected to cold places. It's a cold planet. So with Saturn in your ninth house, have you been craving visiting places that are cold, like in winter, or places where you can ski or snowboard, or generally colder destinations? I'm curious, have you been drawn to visiting colder destinations? Or perhaps have you been craving winter holidays more than summer holidays since Saturn entered your ninth house of foreign travel? Because I've seen it being quite prominent. So let me know if this has also manifested in your life. But that's what I've got for you, Cancers. Thank you very much. Now, Leos, for you, this is happening here. This full moon is activating your 10th house of career, professional life, outside world, public image. So here with a full moon, think about the new moon in Taurus that occurred in your life in May 2023. This is significant significant because we've got very similar energies taking place during the full moon in Taurus in November. But a full moon is a point of release, realization. You are dealing with something that was already set in motion during the new moon in Taurus. So that's your career. And usually when the full moon occurs in the career section, this is when we become more popular, more visible, so to speak. And this could be when perhaps you might receive a feedback, a recognition, or perhaps some news regarding your career, the direction you are heading in your life, some kind of recognition as well. This could be the case. But overall, this is connected to some possible changes in your public life, in your career, because here Uranus is activated. Uranus shakes things up. And overall, this could be when you might be very stimulated, encouraged to implement some moves, changes in your outside world, professional life, career, public image, especially if you've been overly limited, restricted by other people's expectations, by some regulations, for example, traditional expectations, even. So Uranus adds an element of surprise, something taking you by surprise, happening unexpectedly. So, yes, this could be related very much to some career, outside world, public life changes. But at the same time, Saturn will station direct in Pisces on the same day in your 8th house. So, this is about taking a mature, responsible approach during this time. Here, your area of shared resources, finances is highlighted, financial partnerships as well. So, here during this time, you might be making major decisions connected to your investments or any mortgage applications, or perhaps this could be about making major decisions related to how your finances and resources are shared in your partnerships, in your relationships, for example, as well. All right, so thank you very much, Leos. Let's have a look at Virgos. Virgos, welcome. We've got a full moon in Taurus activating your 9th house of foreign travel, foreign places, foreign people, your life direction. Think about what you started, what you initiated around, and in this area of life around May 2023 during the new moon in Taurus. Because here during the full moon in Taurus in November, you might be dealing with similar people, energies, circumstances as well. So here with this full moon is strongly influenced by Uranus in Taurus. So what this means is that you might want to break free from any beliefs, limitations, restrictions, life philosophies that keep your life small, restricted, maybe even stagnant. Here with Uranus influence, you might be craving adventure, independence, freedom, or perhaps even change in life's perspective. At the same time, Saturn will station direct in Pisces at 12 degrees in your 7th house of relationships and partnerships. And this energy acts as a reminder, whatever that you break free from, whatever that you want to change in your worldly views, in your perspective of reality, in your belief system, in your life principles. This is about also keeping in mind your relationships, the people who are close to your heart. This is about taking into consideration any mutual goals you may have with another person, with your business partner, even with someone close to your heart. So this is about bringing your dreams, goals to reality, but at the same time, this is about keeping your important commitments, relationships, contracts in mind. Hello, Libras, and welcome to your horoscope. So we've got a full moon in Taurus activating your 8th house, the house of shared and joint resources, the house of investments, mortgages. So this is also the area of life that is connected to receiving resources, possessions, money through the help of other people through external help, external circumstances. The second house deals with what we accumulate through our own talents, skills, and efforts. The eighth house is about receiving this support through the help of others. So that's here the influence of this full moon, the house of transformation also, and deep energies, intimacy as well. So we've got Uranus connecting tightly with this full moon. Uranus is conjunct this full moon. So this brings sudden changes in the area of any partnerships, intimate life, but at the same time, financial partnerships, shared assets as well. This is generally, this energy is pushing you to reassess, reevaluate what makes you feel safe in your life. What brings that safety, security, and stability? What makes you feel safe and satisfied in your intimate relationships as well? Now, having said that, with this full moon and Uranus influence, Saturn stationing direct, this could also mean some financial gains through investments or perhaps through some sales of assets. But this will, of course, depends on other transits in your life. But this could play out in a way that you might gain financially at this time. You might gain financially through perhaps some schemes, government schemes, for example, if you applied for any of these, or perhaps some refunds as well. So there could be also some financial gains, but depending on other transits in your chart, of course. But here with Saturn stationing direct in Pisces, at 12 degrees in your sixth house of everyday routine, your lifestyle, of work as well, also indicates that your health and well-being are really important at this time. This full moon and Saturn stationing direct wants you to put a greater attention upon your health and well-being, especially since Saturn may have also made you work more, or perhaps made you have to deal with more responsibilities and duties in your daily life and routine. Saturn stationing direct might bring this strong realization that maybe you've done too much or you've worked too much and you didn't put enough attention upon your well-being and rest. So there is a greater, perhaps, a need for implementing a healthier balance between your work and health life. If you feel like you've dedicated too much energy into your work, into work and duties overall. So here, while the full moon in Taurus with Uranus influence might bring these this strong need for implementing these deep transformative changes in your life, especially if you feel like there are areas in your life that lost its spark and purpose. But at the same time, here, Saturn stationing direct in your sixth house wants you to pay attention to your health, wants you to pay attention to your well-being as well. So it's all about remembering to find a healthy balance as per also that Libra energy on your ascendant. Scorpio, so we've got a full moon activating your seventh house of relationships, contracts, and agreements. So think about what you started, what you initiated in the area of contracts, relationships, partnerships in May 2023 during the new moon in Taurus. Now, this full moon might also bring similar energies, people into your life. You might be dealing with similar energies, people around the full moon in Taurus on November 15th, because a full moon connects to the new moon. It's the mid cycle of this lunation. Now we've got Uranus very prominent at this time. Uranus is tightly conjunct this full moon, and this could indicate some sudden changes, breakthroughs, developments in your area of contracts, relationships, and unions. This is about bringing more authenticity and perhaps more freedom into your personal relationships. This could indicate sudden changes when it comes to some important contracts you have with other people, but at the same time, Saturn stationing direct in your fifth house of Pisces at this time. Here we've got this strong emphasis upon bringing structure, bringing more order, shape and form, so to speak, to any responsibilities you may have towards your romantic relationships. Maybe this is about your parenting style. Maybe this is about your projects. Anything to do with freelancing, self-employed is also highlighted here. So it's all about bringing more structure, discipline, an order to these aspects of your life. But at the same time, with Uranus and the full moon in your seventh house, this is about connecting with like-minded people. Maybe this is about a sudden connection that will emerge in your life out of the blue. Maybe Uranus also and the full moon in Taurus highlight the importance of connecting with people who support your needs, who support your desires, which are essentially really important for your well-being, for your growth. And at the same time, with Venus, the ruler of your seventh house, squaring the nodes, think about what perhaps you need to let go of in terms of relationships, in terms of how you connect with others. Is there someone or something that is holding you back? So this sort of questions might also arise around this time. Now, here, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, this full moon is activating your sixth house of health, work, everyday routine, your lifestyle. And here, this full moon might bring into light any disharmony, any imbalance happening in your everyday life, in your everyday routine. And this can in turn prompt you to take a better care of yourself. Think about what happened, what you initiated, what you started around the new moon in Taurus in 2023, especially when it comes to your lifestyle, your routine. Maybe this is about moving away from some routines or habits that generally make you feel stuck or perhaps create too much chaos or disharmony in your everyday routine. Now we've got Uranus very prominent at this time. Uranus is conjunct this full moon, and this can bring some disruption to your old habits, routines. This can act as a wake-up call when it comes to your need for freedom, autonomy, independence in your everyday life, especially when it comes to your work, especially when it comes to your lifestyle. Saturn will station direct in Pisces on the same day at 12 degrees of Pisces, activating your area of home, emotional well-being, and family matters. This also suggests that perhaps there's a need for creating more stability, a more solid foundation in this area of your life. So overall, with the full moon in your sixth house and the Saturn stationing direct in the fourth house, this is generally a period where you have to pay a great attention to your personal well-being. But at the same time, this is about bringing more stability and a greater or a healthier balance between your work life and your personal life as well. Now, Capricorns, this full moon is happening in your area of the fifth house. So here, creativity, romance, and joy. These are the important aspects of this full moon for you. Think about what you started, what you new goals, ideas, projects, hobbies, relationships you started around the new moon in Taurus in 2023, May 2023. You might be dealing with similar situations, energies, people, circumstances at this time as well. Now, a full moon is a point of release, culmination. And overall, the influence of Uranus in Taurus at this time brings possible sudden, unexpected changes in terms of how you express yourself, in terms of your hobbies, your interests, romantic relationships as well, perhaps your parenting style. You might have this really, really strong inner urge or need to break free from any limitations, any restrictions, or any restricting connections, habits, whatever it is that is holding you back and blocking that ability to be happy, to be joyful, to experience joy in your life overall. Now, the same day, Saturn was stationed direct in Pisces at 12 degrees in your third house of communication, mindset, short distance travel. So, what this indicates is that Saturn might push you or prompt you to be more present in the reality, to be more present in the present moment, to be more aware and intentional in your interactions with others, especially in your immediate environment. Now, Aquarius, for you, this full moon is happening in your fourth house of home and family matters. So here, with the home here being activated and Taurus energy, Taurus generally is connected to places in the home where you can relax, where you can enjoy the simple pleasures of life as well. So perhaps you might be redecorating or bringing more comfort, to your home. Decluttering is an amazing thing to do during a full moon in Taurus in your fourth house, because if there are some objects in your life or anything that disrupt harmony and beauty in your home, then this is a great time for generally reinventing this area of your life. At the same time, think about what new beginnings occurred in your life last year in October 2023. This is significant because you might be dealing with similar energies, similar themes around this full moon. Now, here, this is generally about having this sudden or strong awareness when it comes to your living situation, family dynamics, even. Perhaps you'll be making some major decisions regarding your home and your home arrangements, where you live as well. Your Uranus being so prominent at the time of this full moon in your area of home and family dynamics could also bring that strong need to break away from some negative cycles that make you feel stuck in your home situation. If there is a need to free yourself from any restrictions or any limitations, that this full moon, then this full moon will make it very apparent. And this could also indicate that if there isn't enough comfort, if there isn't enough security in your home life as well, then perhaps you will be implementing the necessary changes, ideas that can help you to feel more free, to feel more fulfilled and satisfied with your home and living situation, living arrangements, even. This could also mean some unexpected news regarding family dynamics. For example, now Saturn will station direct in your area of finances, resources, possessions, also on the same day. And this can generally mean that finances will be on your mind as well. And this could also indicate some shifts into when it comes to your spending habits, financial management, for example. Maybe this is also about finding ways to bring more financial security and stability into your life. So overall, with the full moon in your area of home and Uranus being prominent, and at the same time Saturn stationing direct in Pisces in your area of finances, this is about generally finding ways to establish a greater sense of stability, emotional stability, and financial security and stability in your life as well. And if this means that you need to maybe implement some major changes in your life in order to secure that stability, or perhaps if you need to get rid of certain things and declutter whatever it is, or change your money spending habits, here this full moon and Saturn stationing direct make it very much visible and noticeable, apparent at this time. All right, so Pisces for you, this is happening in your area of communication, in your area of mindset, short distance travel, immediate community. Think about what you started when you initiated in this area of your life, in May 2023. Maybe this is about some major written projects, blogging, traveling. Maybe this is some about learning as well. Learning is highlighted here. Anything to do with your mind, intellect, intellectually stimulating activities as well. Now, Uranus is very prominent at this time. We've got this full moon conjunct Uranus in Taurus, and this generally indicates that you might want to break free from some old ways of thinking. Perhaps your mindset is undergoing a major shift as well. Maybe this is about a change of direction, change when it comes to some ideas you may have had for yourself, for your next project. This is about also maybe having some new and bright ideas, thinking of out of the box. Maybe it's about changing your direction as well. There's this sudden unexpected energy that is influencing how you think and generally your mind, your mindset. Saturn will station direct on the same day as well in your first house in Pisces at 12 degrees. And this is about bringing more structure and form to any goals and objectives you may have for yourself, for your life, for your career. This is about taking charge of your life. This is about taking action as well. Saturn stationing direct is a forward momentum connected to your personal goals, objectives, and this is about bringing form and shape to any goals, objectives you may have for your life, for yourself. This is about taking action and taking charge of your own destiny. So thank you very much and all the best.